So today I'm going to be gender testing these cockatiels. I got them from a breeder. She did not hand raise them or hand feed them, so they're pretty skittish and scared. I have two females right now, so I actually want to see if one of these are a boy. So the way I'm going to be doing this test is by clipping the nail. I seen this online somewhere. You could also pluck feathers, but I decided to try this method instead. I'm actually going to be using IQ bird testing, I think it's called. So they just need a few drops of blood in this little circle that I'm going to show you guys. You want to use a towel or a little cloth like I did to catch the bird. Just a few drops on those little circles is all you need. I'm going to be using this Quick Stop septic powder. I got this at PetSmart for about $13. And I put it in this little bowl just because I didn't want to get any blood into the actual container. And you want to disinfect a nail clipper or just buy a new one. So I'm going to be grabbing the cockatiel's nail and clipping it very little by little until you see a little bit of blood drawing. And they didn't really like this very much. So I think I'm actually going to try doing the plucking of the chest feathers next time. Either way, I'm not sure if any of these methods are comfortable for the bird. I decided to try this one only because my first bird that I got from a breeder, the lady actually showed me how to do this test, so I was more comfortable doing this. And supposedly this is not painful at all, but these are wild aviary birds that have not been very socialized with anybody or any other birds, so they were just freaking out a little bit. This one is actually the calmest of them all. So here I am drawing just a few drops of blood. It takes about, it said 3 to 5 business days. I'm in Illinois and they are in Florida. So it said about 3 days for them to get it and then go through it. It's been about a couple days and I'm still waiting for the results. The lady said that they all seemed like they were girls. They're about 7 months old. And they're very quiet. Usually girl cockatiels are very quiet and boys whistle a lot. They make a little bit of noises, and these birds are really quiet, but you might not be able to tell unless they're a little older. Now I'm putting on some of that septic powder on the nail just so it doesn't bleed anymore. By now the bird was a little calmer. And we're not holding him very tightly, just securely so he doesn't get out and hurt his wings or anything like that. There he is. This one was a little feisty guy. My husband was so scared to hold these little guys. They do bite pretty hard. My first cockatiel, I actually got him from a breeder. He was super overpriced, and when I was reading online, hand tamed and hand fed actually meant that they could perch on your finger and that they're really nice and used to humans, but he was not nice at all. I tried actually petting him like the owner suggested on the head, and he took a big bite of my finger. So here I am again. This one was not having it. I feel like this is a little more stressful too. They are wild aviary birds though. When I got my first bird from another breeder, he was actually really nice and calm while doing the test. So I guess that's what I thought would happen. And this bird was just not having it. So I'm definitely going to try the feather plucking next time. They say if you pluck the chest feather very, very fast, they might not feel it. So I'm hoping it goes better than this. And there it goes, just a few drops of blood. You want to squeeze the finger just a tiny bit. As you can see, I'm just squeezing it little by little and adding it to the paper. So these tests were not really expensive. I paid about $11.99 per test, and I tested 3 birds, so it was about $35 or so. And I will be posting the gender probably somewhere in the comments after I get it in a few days. So I have 3 of these birds, one still in a cage. 2 of them are almost identical. They're the ones with more of the white spotting. The one with less spotting, that's a little more gray, supposedly is a boy. They say the ones with less purling have molted all their feathers. They become all gray and lose their purling. And girls, their purling stays. So I think I have 2 girls and a boy, but I'll update you guys with the results as soon as I get them.